After 5 months of terrible press and even worse sales, Nintendo's pretty much at DEFCON 3 with the 3DS. Now, there are a lot of reasons for the system's struggles, but to put it succinctly, consoles need games, not gimmicks. But the problem's more specific than that, and it's actually summarized quite well by this particular release. See, this isn't a bad game. Bad games aren't really the problem with the 3DS. The problem with the 3DS is an overwhelming majority of the games rushed to this platform, and the first 5 forgettable months of its thus far forgettable existence are absolutely and almost unbelievably mediocre. They're dull, they're boring, they're not doing anything we haven't seen done a million times before and a million times better. The DS was all about innovation, but so far, the 3DS is all about recycling ideas and rushing them to a console without much effort or, frankly, inspiration. Samurai Warriors Chronicles is one of those games. Chronicles was a launch title for the 3DS, but it was also the worst kind of launch title. This is a textbook example of a publisher throwing a franchise with name recognition onto a new platform as quickly as possible, just to have that strong brand alongside the system at launch. Now, in Tecmo Koei's defense, this wasn't the only game to make that shameless rush to launch. Rayman, Bust-A-Move, The Sims, they all did the exact same thing, and to its credit, Samurai Warriors Chronicles does it better. Although, that's not really saying much. Now, if you've never played a Samurai Warriors game, your thumb appreciates it. This franchise is the epitome of a button masher in the literal and implied meanings of the term. You're mashing buttons, and it's unabashedly repetitive. Games like this are the reason hack and slash is such a thoroughly descriptive name for their genre. Now, on a personal level, I'm just not into it, but a lot of people are, and within the what I would consider tedious realm of hack and slash, few games are as popular as Samurai Warriors. So it's great to have a Samurai Warriors game on the 3DS, but as we've gone over before, it would have been greater to have a good Samurai Warriors game instead. The problem with Chronicles is, it's repeating old tricks and doing so with minimal flair, regurgitating what's expected of Samurai Warriors and charging you $40 for it. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, the price has already plummeted, and there's a reason. Now, the presentation's great during the cutscenes, but once you start battling, things go south pretty quickly. This isn't a very good-looking 3DS game, and the 3D effect isn't a game-changer either. Unfortunately, Chronicles at least plays well, but the game doesn't do much to remedy its repetition. You get to switch between several warriors in the middle of a mission, which is a nice touch, but you quickly realize that no matter whom you're controlling, or which side of the battlefield you're fighting on, you're basically doing the same thing over and over. And you're doing it for several hours, which is another problem. Chronicles moves at a very slow pace, and for a handheld game, that issue is amplified. The missions feel way too drawn out, and the gameplay evolves way too slowly. It's one thing to be inherently repetitive, but at least focus the design into a swiftly moving experience. Samurai Warriors Chronicles evidently disagrees. It's also a very average game content to attack its core audience and virtually no one else.